When someone thinks of a heavy tank, they probably don't think of a T34. Now, don't take that for granted, because the T34 can be a very scary tank if used correctly. And I'm going to show you why.
The truth.
The T34 was an American tank project which was designed to take on Germany's heavier heavies, namely the Tiger II and Yak Tiger. The T-34 was outfitted with a 120mm naval gun, which required thicker armor on the back of the turret to counterweight the gun's weight. The back of the turret was given an additional 203mm. Other features included a 770 horsepower Ford GAC engine, effective armor thickness up to 279mm at the most, and a coincidental rangefinder. The armor and weapon fashioned the tank to be about 64 tons, making it a close match to the Tiger II. The prototype of the T-34 was proposed in 1945, near the end of the war, but was cancelled due to the extreme weight of the vehicle, it being 64 tons, 14.6 meters long, 3.6 meters wide, and 3 meters tall, but also due to the end of the war. The T-34 has a more laid-back, aggressive style of gameplay, similar to that of the IS-2. You have to be aware of your back end, as you cannot fit behind most cover of maps, such as those hills and abandoned factory, or such because of your very, very long hull. You should expect people to shoot out your barrel, so if you don't get parts by the end of your 10 free repairs, it's very difficult to play, and so until you get parts in FPE, you should try to play more passive and never push too much, even though the T-34 is a heavy breakthrough tank. Now, that doesn't mean that it has a hard time dealing with most opponents. It can go straight through a Ferdinand, but it's long reload, and it's not incredibly great reverse speed. Bring it down a bit. And so, until you get parts in FPE, you should play a little less aggressive. My experience with the T-34 is quite good. It is decently usable right out of the box. Just, if you play, be prepared to get a good amount of assists due to the solid shot shell. You have better spelling than, say, a British tank, because Gaijin just hates the British for whatever reason. The shell is armor, penetrating characteristics that allow you to go through, like, a Tiger II's hull. However, it is not reliable, and you should just shoot turret. You will go through every time, up to 2 kilometers and more, you can go through a Tiger IIH's turret. Now, your engine is decently loud, and you should be wary of light tanks, who, if you're not careful, will sneak around and kill you. You won't really have an issue bouncing shots from a medium tank or a heavy tank. A Tiger II can really only go through your turret if they're lucky, or your machine gun port. Now, I believe it has over 120. I believe it has 120 millimeters on the front. So use that however you want to. That concludes my short review of the T-34. See you guys in the next one.